Good afternoon. Now I'm going to explain about construction of three-phase induction motor. From the name itself you can say that we are having three-phase windings. Already I told you the phase windings are referred as R, Y and B. Okay. Induction motor is classified into two types. One is squirrel gauge induction motor, other one is slip ring induction motor. Now we will look at the stator. Stator is made up of laminations. Why it is made up of laminations? Why it is made up of laminations means to reduce the eddy current loss. To reduce the eddy current loss, it is made up of laminations. Laminations means it is made up of thin sheets. Thin sheets of material they will be taking and they will be arranging them to form a solid structure. Okay. On which material the core is made up of? The core is made up of steel material. Okay. Then on inner periphery of the core, inner periphery of the stator core, you will be having slot and teeth arrangement. Teeth means projected portion and the slot means it will be like a small curve where you can insert windings. In teeth you cannot place the windings, in slot you can place the windings. So stator has three-phase windings. Okay, those three-phase windings will be displaced by 90 degree. Okay, those three-phase windings will be displaced by 120 degree. Already I told you in the previous lecture. And when you energize those three-phase windings, you will be getting a field which is a revolving field. The field will be revolving at a speed of ns. What is the formula to calculate ns? Ns is equal to 120 F by P. F is frequency of the supply and P is number of poles. So what you have to know is you will be having a stator core which is made up of lamination. On inner periphery of the stator core you will be having slot and teeth arrangement. In the slots three-phase windings will be placed. Okay. Then if you energize that three-phase winding, you will be getting a revolving field. We know that when current flows through a winding or coil or wire, we will get flux. Here, since we are giving supply to three-phase winding, you will be getting a revolving flux of constant magnitude. What is the magnitude? 1.5 phi m. Okay. Then it is made up of, the core is made up of lamination. That you should know. The core is made up of steel material. Okay. Then coming to rotor, rotor is it will be available, you will be having a shaft like arrangement. On the shaft you will be having the rotor. Rotor is a cylindrical structure. On the outer periphery of the cylinder you will be having slot and teeth arrangement. Again in the slot copper bars will be placed in case of squirrel gauge induction motor. In case of slip ring induction motor, in the slots of rotor windings will be placed. Okay. The rotor core is made up of, again it is made up of steel laminations. Why it is made up of lamination? To reduce the eddy current loss. I told you in squirrel gauge induction motor, in the slots which one will be placed? Copper bars will be placed. In small induction motors it is made up of aluminium. Okay. When you will please look at the diagram. Here cage type rotor. Cage type rotor means it is a squirrel gauge rotor. Okay. When you will be in the slots, when you turn this upward, it is given in horizontal manner. When you move it and see in a vertical manner, it looks like a cage of a squirrel. Hence it is called as squirrel gauge induction motor. Okay. Rotor core they have given there. The rotor is attached to the shaft. Rotor means it is a rotating member. Again it is the core is made up of steel. In squirrel gauge induction motor, the ends of the rotor or the ends of the copper bar will be attached to end ring. How many end rings we have? This side, left side you will be having one end ring, right side you will be having one end rings. The end rings are made up of copper. In small machines the end rings will be made up of aluminium and the conductors are also made up of aluminium. See, you will be using copper bar. Okay.